Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. And we have our Watchalong King with me today. Got Colm. How are you doing, mate?
I'm very nervous. Very, very nervous.
I don't know, imagine why. It's only a little game. I did the bigger game last night. Maidenhead versus Wrexham. Brilliant game, 2-2. Loved it. It's just a smaller game today. Something to do with the Northwest. Liverpool versus Man United. But here are the Liverpool lineup. I'll let you do the United lineup when I put that up. Got Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk past it, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson past it, Elliott, Salah, Nunes can't score, and Gakpo, waste of money. Man United. There you go, mate.
Yeah, we've got David De Gea, the best shot stopper in the world, Martinez, the butcher, Bruno Fernandes, the assist king, goal scoring, on fire Marcus Rashford, Fred, the Brazilian passport, Casemiro, the stone-clad midfielder, Rafael Varane, Dalot, maybe better than Alvaro Wan-Bissaka, who knows, Anthony, Mr. 360 spin, Luke Shaw, and the big Dutchman who doesn't like to header a ball, Weghurst.
Oh dear. Right, I don't know if anyone's actually done the there's a certain betting site that gives you a £3 bet every weekend at the moment, and I'm doing it. Tony, I know Tony's doing it. I don't know if you do it, Colm, as well. But this is my little selection today. Both teams to score. I think that should happen. Trent Alexander to be carded. And the reason I've done that, he should be up against Rashford, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I think he'll get a yellow. I have put Bruno because I do think that he might talk himself into a yellow card. Salah, 2 shots on target. Rashford, 2 shots on target. Van Dijk with 1 total shot, I'm thinking, from a corner. And then 8 corners. That's not bad, that, is it?
No, it's not bad at all, that.
215 to 1.
Nice.
I know. That's what I thought. I thought that's not bad, that. But what are you thinking? Because obviously it's your team. Normally I do the watch-alongs as a non-biased, but obviously we've got a slightly biased fan today. But what are you thinking?
I don't know. It depends. This all depends on what United and what Liverpool show up. If the United in the first half of games that we've seen, especially like against we were at West Ham, we weren't very good or anything. If that turns up, we could be in slight trouble. But if the second half team turns up, then I think we could give Liverpool a bit of a good drumming, personally. Because if the Liverpool turns up again that played Real Madrid in the second half, I feel so sorry for him. I really, really do. But Casemiro being here adds a massive boost to United. He just controls the midfield for United.
Yeah, 100%. Because for me, being an Arsenal fan, so using my bias a little bit, I'd be happier with a draw, if I'm honest. Because as everyone knows, I fear Man United win this title challenge. I know Colm's not going to say anything about it, and that's absolutely fine. He knows I'm not going to say anything about it from an Arsenal point of view. But I do feel for United because I've watched them more than probably Man City because I can't stand watching Man City. I'm so impressed with how Man United are playing right now under Ten Hag. I just find them very interesting, very entertaining. Looks so dangerous going forward. Maybe a little bit iffy sometimes defensively, but it's not very often. So that's why I fear him.
You see, the thing is with the United's back line is, okay, we look a little bit iffy sometimes, but we don't really tend to look iffy when it's Varane and Martinez as a centre-backs. Yeah. When it's Varane and somebody else or Martinez and somebody else, yes, it looks a little bit more suspect. I have to give credit to Luke Shaw. He's done well to cover.
Yeah. Yes. Is Malacia out injured or because obviously I don't follow United's team news?
No, he's not. He's still fit. Obviously, he's just not been picked for this game. It's a big game, so
fair enough. Are you kind of shocked that Shaw has? Mind you, Shaw does this, doesn't he? When he's got proper competition, he just seems to pick up another level. I do like him.
It happened last season, didn't it? When
Yeah.
we got brought in Telemann.
Tellez.
No, not Telemann. Tellez, sorry. And he just stepped his game up. Untouchable. He's just done it again.
Yeah. You're going to have to let me know when the game's kicked off because I still have got the F1 on just because it's literally the last 3 or 4 laps of the race.
Already. The game's kicked
off already. Oh, is it? Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Hopefully Chris comes
Gakpo's
in and
just
tells
been
me who
taken
wins
down by Fred.
this F1. Oh, okay. Let's find it.
Oh, no. It was Casemiro. No, that wasn't even a foul.
Right,
and Elliott got took out by Fred. But that weren't really a foul either. We're about 1 minute and 10 into the game on my side. I bet you're about 2 minutes and 50, aren't you?
I've literally gone to 2 minutes 5 seconds now.
Yeah. Don't surprise me at all. You're just gonna have to pause it, and I'll tell you.
No. See, M says this to me. Oh, why don't you record the football and watch it back later? I'm like, huh?
Record? What?
Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm watching stuff live. I'm never gonna even pause it. I remember I did it. I think we did it when Ollie joined us, didn't I? I hated it.
Yeah,
I hated it because it would come on my phone. It would come through my phone that someone scored.
Well, you see, that's the issue. I've got that One Football on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it pops up, so I have to switch my phone to just blank it and turn it over so I can't see anything.
Yeah. We're coming up to 3 minutes played now.
2 minutes and 20 on mine.
The Northwest Derby. Actually, I do need to keep an eye on also because there is another very big game happening right now, and that's the Conti Cup. For Colm that probably has no idea what that is, but that is basically like the FA Cup for the women. So as far as I knew last, because Man United women won 5-1 today. For anyone that doesn't know, Man City have beat Tottenham 3-1.
Aston Villa women are amazing.
They are. Yeah, because we tried to sign your Russo in the last window for a new fee as well, a new record fee that would have been. And currently, Arsenal women are still leading Chelsea women, which is actually a bit of a shock. Playing at Selhurst Park, it's 3-1 to Arsenal. So well done, Arsenal ladies. Because to be honest, I had them written off for that one because the Chelsea women are just something else.
It's interesting seeing how United are lining up at the minute.
Okay, you have to explain because I've just seen Alisson slip whilst kicking. So,
well, they've got Bruno out on the left, Anthony out on the right, Rashford through the middle, and then Weghorst is behind him.
They knew what my bet was. That's what it is. The only reason I've put Trent down as a yellow card because I thought we'd be up against Rashford.
I think they're interchanging. I think they're swapping. But that's how it seems to have been in the first couple of minutes.
Okay.
I think Van Dijk's going to have a tough time if it stays with Rashford through middle.
Yeah. See, a lot of people saying that, Liverpool are back now.
No, they're not.
I don't think they are. They might sneak fourth. I've said this. I do think they could sneak fourth. But it will be down to the lack of goals for Newcastle, and Tottenham are just really bad.
Tottenham are just Tottenham.
Well, to be fair to them, and I will be fair, and it's quite unusual coming from an Arsenal fan, they don't have Lloris. I know he's not been great, but he's better than Forster.
Wow.
So,
I suppose.
You have to agree. Lloris hasn't been great, but he's way better than Forster.
He drops clangers too much. That's my issue with Lloris.
As far as I heard yesterday, that was the reason that Wolves got their goal yesterday, was because of him again. I haven't actually seen it, but Varane being a little bit risky there, but it goes back to De Gea.
Nah, it's Varane, it's fine. It's all kosher.
Well, what do you think about this new deal that they're talking about with De Gea? Do you think it will be a reduction in wages?
Well, from what I've seen, apparently it's 250,000.
So it's less. That's good.
Yeah, it's less. However, he's getting on a little bit. Even though I regard him as one of the best shot stoppers in the world still at the moment, I think 250,000 for somebody his age, where he's probably only going to have another season at being, number one before United get somebody else in, is a little bit too much. I mean, I'm not saying we have to drop it down to 100 or 150 or anything. I think 200,000 a week is fair.
Isn't he on like 300 and something now?
I think he's on 300. Last time I knew, I think he was on 320 or something like that.
I'll have a look at my system and see what tell me.
Might be a bit more. Could be a little bit less.
See if I can find him. Trying to find it the easy way, but it's not happening. See if I just type his name in, it might be easier. There he is. He is currently on, when it tells me, 375,000 a week.
75? Jesus.
Yeah. So
I thought you were on 320.
Yeah, so dropped to 250, still 125 loss. So it's, I think to drop to 200, to 200 from 375 would be, it's basically cutting your wages in half, isn't it?
Yeah,
not least in a struggle.
I mean,
it's not going to start shopping at Lidl.
How many years has he had? Like on these 300,000 plus week of wages.
Again, I could probably tell you that as well because it does tell me all that stuff. It's quite sad.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
I wouldn't know what to do if somebody said I'd get £300,000 a week in wages.
Yeah, that would be a house and a car sorted, wouldn't it?
It'd be a lot sorted.
Yeah. Liverpool are looking quite dangerous going forward.
Yeah, United just haven't woke up at all. I mean, Casemiro's misplaced a couple of passes, but he does this. He likes to do that for some reason.
A little bit confused what Weghorst is actually doing.
He's a runner, isn't he? That's all he is. He's the runner. He's the way I like how Ten Hag has used him before is to occupy the defenders, so the other players have that little bit of space.
Right. So De Gea was last on 200,000 in the 218-219 season. Then it went to 375 in the 219-20 season. So they nearly doubled his wages. When he first came, he was only on 70,000.
You know what, right? Yeah, they don't even have to give me that much. If they just want to give me 5,000 a week or something, I'll be happy. I'm not greedy.
Big up to Matthew. Hope you're doing well. I'm pretty sure you're a United fan in yourself, aren't you, Matthew?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, come on, United. Let's do this. I'm a neutral. I'll be quite happy with a draw for me. I know Cole will be happier with a win. Man United got a quarter at the moment.
I do have just over on the table outside of screen my lucky white shirt.
Lucky white shirt. Well, it's better than that horrible green one you got.
Well, it's from the 97, 98 season, I believe, that shirt. And every time I've wore it to do a watch along, United have never lost.
Okay, but you're not wearing it.
I'm not wearing it right now.
Oh, we might have a little show at half time with it.
It happened. It happened midweek when we played. Who did we play midweek at FA Cup? Or it West Ham, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We went, obviously, when we went 1 goal down to West Ham, I was sat downstairs watching the game with my other half, and she was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to get my white shirt." And I put it on at half time. And we ended up winning 3-1. So
okay. Well, we'll see if that happens again today then. Currently, because Liverpool do actually look the better side.
Yeah, it's just the early storm. They're at home as well, though, aren't they? So the Cop's a hard place to go to and win.
Matthew, as far as I'm concerned, if you're mathematically possible, yes, you are. But I do believe it's between 3 of us now. I think it's United, City, and Arsenal. I've said this about Newcastle. I said they'll drop off, and it'd be quite a heavy drop off because they just can't score goals.
Mm.
And that, if you can't score goals, you're doomed. Tottenham, yeah, there's just Tottenham.
So
Liverpool, they won't get into it, but they might sneak fourth.
I hope not. I want Brighton to get fourth.
I know you'd like Brighton to get fourth, yeah. They could, good performance against yesterday. I'm still surprised that David Moyes is still in his job.
He'll get fired next week.
To be honest, I honestly have no idea how he's still in that job. From the drop off from last season, there is no reason why he's still got that job.
I know they finished seventh last season, weren't it?
Yeah, and this season they're struggling. They're in the relegation battle. Let's be honest, they are, and they spent a lot of money. Skamaka came in. Trying to think of all their big signings in the summer. They did Agard. They signed him, big centre back. They spent a lot of money. It really has not worked.
See, I'm very disappointed, very, very disappointed that they actually got Skamaka, because I think he's a quality player. He's just not in the right team.
Yeah. I watched him in Italy. I did like Skamaka myself because I think Arsenal were linked with him very, very briefly, very quickly, just because he's that different type of striker, tall. But he's got one heck of a hit on him.
Oh yeah, he
knows how to strike it. Paqueta was the other big signing as well. Ideal summer windows for Arsenal, United, respectively. Obviously, United have got that little slight issue of getting someone out the door to get someone in the door, but that should come. That should happen in time for the window. But I expect you to spend 250 to 300, and to be honest, probably Arsenal will spend about 200. I would have thought.
I'm going to spend 250 to 300, and about 100 and other that'll be on Victor Osimhen from Napoli, probably, or Harry Kane.
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be Kane. I don't think Osimhen will ever leave Napoli. Not for.
I don't want Kane.
Someone will have to pay 200 plus for him.
I really don't want Kane.
I think you're probably going to get him, or Salah over. Kane's got to leave for me, because if he stays at Tottenham, what a waste of a career.
Well, he can go Man City, and we'll take Haaland.
Well, there's slight rumblings about Haaland leaving to go to Real Madrid already.
I'll let him.
It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't. I think it would be for an absolute crazy fee. And obviously, we don't know what will happen with the City situation, which we don't want to go into too much detail. But if they do get punished, those players are not going to want to stay.
No, they're not. They're not at all.
And nor will the manager either, due to the fact that
no. But I mean, just think about all the talent that would be coming up on the market if it was to go down that road. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Haaland, just to name three.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish will go back to Aston Villa.
I think Grealish will go abroad, to be honest.
I really don't like Grealish.
He's one of those. He's like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him, to be honest.
It's a dirty little cheat. That's why I don't like him. But
Canate. No. Henderson. Oh, jeez. I saw better quality in the game last night. Come on, what's this? But it's going to be interesting what Liverpool do, because if this investor with Liberty Media happens, that's a crazy amount of money that they're going to have. Because if anyone doesn't know, they own F1.
Yeah.
And the money in F1 is crazy.
Yeah, but they'll just go and probably sign, the next Andy Carroll.
They've already got him. You know about?
Now, I'm not slagging off a single Liverpool player whilst this game is on.
You know what happens.
I know what happens. I know what happens. So I ain't saying a word whilst this game is on to anybody. After the game, I'm going to go ham.
City will find a way around this. They used it. Well, they can't use that this time. That's the thing. If they go to the independent after, it will be 3 new judges, and they'll just look at the case again. But that will be the final chance. There won't be a court of arbitration this time.
Where are you seeing these chats? Because they're not coming up on mine.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't putting them up. Sorry.
No, because I've got the chats here as well at the side. But the last one I've got is that.
Oh. I don't know, mate. Because I've had Paqueta's come up. James De Laurentiis is a nightmare to negotiate.
Now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Got a slight issue with your StreamYard.
I've got a lot of issues with a lot of things.
Yeah, you sport United.
Hey. Arsenal got to top of the table for like one season.
Top of the table. And I remember this conversation with you and Tony in the week. I heard that between you and Tony. He says, I don't talk like that. He's literally
that was my Yorkshire coming out. That was my proper Yorkshire coming out. But Arsenal go to the top of the table for like one season, and they think like the God's gift and everything now.
No, I just like winding you up. I've said it all along. I still don't think we'll do it. At the end of this, well, probably mid-April, because we've got to play Liverpool, which is a big test for us. I think we've got to play Chelsea at home as well. So
well, I won't be worried.
Yeah, but I have to be fair to Chelsea. That could turn around at any point, depending on what happens with them. But
it could also get worse.
It could get worse. And, well, to be fair to Todd, he kind of brought this onto himself. You can't do Premier League. Team. Well, you just can't play FIFA in the EPL, which is pretty much what he's done. He's done the cheat mode of £1 billion for your team and just bought whoever he wants. You can't do it.
Arsenal still have to play City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Newcastle.
Yeah, we've got to play Newcastle. But I think that's a draw, to be honest, already.
Honestly, right, looking at those games, I wouldn't even be concerned if I were an Arsenal fan about the Liverpool, Chelsea, or Newcastle. I mean, City's going to be a game. They'll give you a game anyway. But I think it's the other ones. When you play people like
we did
Wolves
yesterday.
and teams like that.
Yeah,
especially when it gets towards back end of the season, because they're going to be fighting for survival.
This is why I won't say anything until, because I find them the hardest games, because they're fighting for their lives, not fighting for a trophy. I think when you're fighting for your lives, you put more effort in than you do fighting for a title, to be honest.
100%. Like going back to like when I used to play, I know it's like I said, it's a different level, but when I used to play, we had one season where we went up as champions to the Division 1, and then obviously there were massive jump in levels of skill, and within the last 10 games we needed like 7 points to survive roughly, and my defense turned into like the German wall or something. It was like impossible to get past them because we had to survive. We were fighting to survive. So everyone just played a lot better.
Yeah. We got some Moss. Moss is in the house. What we got here? What's up? What's that? A bit of Budweiser memorabilia there. Coleman, Bobby, happy Sunday morning. Gooner's good. Yeah, you can tell Moss is a gooner. Each other up here. Northwest Derby. We did that one. Arsenal, yes, they do. And Liverpool they don't suit the way that we play. So they're not a great team for us to play against, to be fair. How you not believing the cardiac kids? Because we shouldn't have been losing 2-0 to Bournemouth yesterday. I think you kind of answered your own question there, Moz, to be honest.
I'm not happy with Arsenal.
FPL points by any chance?
Yeah.
Thought so. I'm gonna take him off screen now. That's it. He's on FPL run.
No Saka. He didn't score for me. Odegaard didn't get any points for me. Saliba, I've got Saliba at back, and he goes and lets 2 goals past him. You know what I mean? What's all this about?
It was a shock game, but it's why people love the Premier League. Let's be honest. That was dramatic to the end. Here's Robertson here, well defended by Martinez.
The butcher.
But Liverpool, for me, are still edging the game for me.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm a little bit behind you, but yeah, Liverpool have been the better side. But I've seen this happen quite a few times this season with United, especially over the last couple of games. United start off slow and then they come out in second half in a different kind of mindset. I don't know what Eric Ten Hag gives them or says to them, but
that would have been your Andy Carroll scoring there. If it wasn't good defending for Martinez. Liverpool are looking better than they have in the past other games. Obviously, they've had a slight improvement lately, but
they all turn up, don't they? Everybody turns up when they play United.
Yeah, it's like when they're playing the smaller teams. That's where you kind of really need to measure how good they are. Got Salah here and Rash. He's on about FPL. Honestly, I'm going to seriously ban FPL. Rami, yep, made a good save. But this is the thing.
I thought when Moss put that "I believe," I thought he was going to do that "I believe that we can win" rubbish thing that the Americans chant.
He's got Timmy Hortons. Have you got a Timmy Hortons near you?
No.
Oh, we have. It's actually really nice. So if you do get a chance to try it, have it. Because honestly, it's very different to any other burger place.
Honestly, mate, the closest thing I have to me is a pub.
Well, that's not too bad. I quite like pub meals, so
that's the closest thing I've got to me is a pub.
Oh, here comes Rashford. Here comes Anthony. He has a very weird way of running, doesn't he, Anthony?
He does.
Salah getting involved in defending here.
We're not exploiting them enough.
No, considering they've got a midfield of Harvey Elliott, Fabinho, and Henderson.
Yeah. We just...
I don't think Elliott is good enough for this level yet. He might be one season, but he's way too early. They're doing what they did with Curtis Jones, pushing him in too quick. And now look at Curtis Jones. Hardly see him. Here's Anthony again.
I like Anthony. I think Anthony's a good player.
Oh, I like him. I just don't think he's definitely not worth 72 million.
No, he's not. But we overpaid.
Oh yeah,
everybody knows we did.
Yeah, I have to say we overpaid for Pepe, so because we did by a long shot.
But this is the thing that annoys me the most.
That's an elbow. Oh, for me, that's an elbow.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. We'll find out.
It seems to be okay, actually. But first reaction, that is an elbow. Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know why Martinez is doing that. I think that's a little bit dodgy. Nothing's happened about it. But for me, that's a little bit risky. I have to be honest.
I still haven't seen it yet.
All right, mate. Will you tell me what you think when you see it? It's just my honest opinion. I think that was risky. That could have easily been a red.
Oh, flung up his arm.
Oh! Bruno nearly there with a header.
Let's have a look at this replay. Yeah, that's an elbow.
Isn't it? See, I'm not having a go at him. For
I
me,
think he
that's
gets
the-
away with it because he puts his elbow in and then extends his arm. And I think that's why he's got away with it. So it's not a clear elbow. He's kind of like as if he's pushed him. I think that's the reason why.
Bruins, Arsenal, Raptors win. Your LFL, yeah, my Los Angeles FC. As everyone knows, I support teams in every country there is. I've got 2 in America actually. Honestly, Arsenal. I'm not even going to. Baxton, I appreciate your comment, but I know that Colm will clip me trying to say that, so I'm going to leave it up there. Colm can say it if he wants to, but I just do not trust anyone.
I've been saying Arsenal are going to win the league for ages now.
10 Heisenberg will cook at half time. Don't worry. Yeah. To be honest, Man United looking better the past few minutes. Timmy's donut. No, I don't like the donuts, mate. I like their burgers. I don't like their donuts. I think the donuts too much cinnamon in them for me. Butch and Sharp as though elbows and knees. Yep, 150 to 160 million on Pepe Maguire. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, we could both take an L to that one. The butcher does butcher things. Some F1 drinking said he's good. Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't know what the result was, but I'm guessing it was Verstappen that won. Chris, who's normally my F1 buddy, comes in, but he's probably watching this game himself because he is a Liverpool fan as well. So, but I'm guessing Verstappen has won. See if I can find it on my phone. Yeah,
Rashford should have buried that.
Here is Salah. Not the greatest defending by Casemiro there.
United could be 2-0 by now.
Oh. Yeah, but then the Nunez chance, you could say that could have been a goal.
No, because it was Nunez.
Nunez earlier, yeah, when Martinez put it over the bar. So definitely could have been goals. It's been a good game. Could have been a good game. It's been a good game so far. What amazes me, right? There's certain YouTubers that stream. They spend all their time watching a game on Twitter, just going, "Oh, someone should have done this." Just watch the game and talk about it after. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm on about, but all I can see on my Twitter feed is him just going blah 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 blah. Blake Cross, great cross. I'm like, just watch the game, mate. Talk about it after.
You make me laugh. You do.
Oh, he winds me up, that dude. And I'm not on about Silver Tunnel either. I'm on about the other one that thinks he knows about every single club there is.
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
Yeah. He annoys me. I swear he just sets his shows up just to wind people up and get the reaction that he gets.
Probably, but that's what a lot of YouTubers do. See, you don't get that. You don't get that on this channel.
Apart from Red Bull.
Don't get that. Oh, yeah.
Apart from Red Bull.
and my hot take that I got a lot of hate for when I was talking about that penalty that Harry Kane took in World Cup. I still stand by it.
Yeah, true. Gilberto Carlos with the immaculate crosses. Paxton, you've been talking to too many people changing names. Shaw is very good, but he's no Roberto Carlos. Never.
He's better. That comment was that bad it froze your camera.
Super Max, well, he's not for me. I can't stand Red Bull team. I like the Red Bull football clubs. I just cannot stand the Red Bull F1. Catching you already. MLS fantasy packs. He's on about fantasy other stuff. Don't know what happened last night. Most of my internet cut out, but I need to get on the Vela train. Oh, Carlos Vela is amazing. Wenger Babe still producing. No, he's never produced for Arsenal, but he's done very well at MLS.
That's his level.
Yeah, to be fair, it is a different level. There are players over there that are good enough to come into the Premier League, but yeah, you don't need to be that good to be able to perform very well over there. To be fair,
I could go over to MLS and still play professionally.
do you know what? There's a couple of goalkeepers that I'm surprised that have never ever come over here, because there's two that are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Never even touched the European soil, which amazes me. They're so good.
They got it good over there, though, aren't they?
Yeah, well, obviously we've got one in Matty Turner, but a lot of the American goalkeepers have always been fairly good. Brad Fiedel being one, he was decent for a level.
This is the thing. It's like, why would you want to come to England? Yeah, okay, it's more exposure for you. You know, you're playing in a better league, but you got to put up with freezing temperatures all the time. It raining 364 days of the year.
Yeah.
When I could live in nice sunny Florida, get paid a fortune for playing in the sun, and nobody actually really cares too much if you win, lose, or draw.
Just to let Colm know that there is a team that play in Vancouver, and they're called the Whitecaps for a reason. It's absolutely freezing there.
I know. There's the Whitecaps. I know there's the Whitecaps, but you know they only play half of their games at home. I bet they like going away.
Yeah. So I thought I'd better get the goal animation up just ready, just in case there is a goal. John Jones, is this UFC? I think.
Yeah.
No. He used to play for Ipswich Town. No. Anyone that plays for Ipswich Town, I will never like. I'm from Colchester. They're arch rivals, so no.
Who's that? Forrester?
Craig Forrest. He was a goalkeeper that played for Ipswich Town. I think he might have a couple of clubs as well. Phil Neville Beck and Pink Flamingo United, otherwise known as Inter Miami. Just for people that don't know what we're on about, Pink Flamingos.
You know, I've just seen something. Obviously, I know Ross is Canadian. I'm actually trying to think of a good Canadian goalkeeper, and I can't think of one. You don't really tend to hear of any top-class Canadian goalkeepers unless they're playing ice hockey.
No, I'm sure Moss will probably come up with a couple. They're all right, but I don't think any of them really get to a very high level. Craig Forrest is the biggest one that I can think of. I'm sure Moss will think of a few. But yeah, Craig Forrest wasn't that great for me. Well, exactly. He played for West Ham, and that was when West Ham were bad. Moss, don't come to me about West Ham. You know half my family's from West Ham. I know way too much about West Ham. So yeah,
that's like saying Alan Smith's a legend when he used to play for Leeds. You know what I mean? Leeds were terrible.
I have to be very careful when you say Alan Smith, because we had our own Alan Smith striker. But you had your little one from Leeds, didn't you? That played for Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
But we had our big number 9 Alan Smith, who's now the commentator on certain TV network now. Brilliant. Oh, have you heard what BT Sport are going to change their sports channel to? TNT Sporting.
TNT Sporting.
Like that. TNT something. All I can think of, because my son loves Minecraft, and all I can think of is TNT like that. It's just going to go kaboom. But wasn't there like a TNT like wrestling or something as well back in the day?
Nah, I think that was TNA, wasn't it?
Oh, was it TNA?
Yeah, total non-stop action.
Oh, okay. But TNT just for me is always explosives. Maybe it's because I'm ex-army. That's literally the first thing that comes to my head. But that Brozier in the World Cup didn't do him. Yeah. Brozier. Yeah, that was their number one. I know that Moss said that there was one that was injured just before the World Cup as well. But again, he's not playing at a high level. I don't think there is many though. Right now, Borgia and Red Star, St. Clair, but he plays for Minnesota United. Shot out Everton last year. That doesn't say anything to me.
Name me a Canadian goalkeeper that is playing in the top levels of football.
Yeah, there you go. Paxton saying here, TNT Sports, TNT, the American Connection, AEW is on TNT now at Wrestling. Okay. Thank you, mate.
All elite wrestling. I do know my wrestling stuff as well.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Funny. But this game has kind of fizzled out a little bit here.
I mean, I'm having more entertainment just talking to you.
This is why I like
Not
having
much really
company on the watch-alongs, because some of them can be pretty dreadful, to be fair.
I'm hoping the second half, United come out, bag a goal very quickly, and then the game opens up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I don't want Liverpool to score first.
And I will just say, because it has finished, Arsenal have won the Conti Cup. So that is a trophy for the Arsenal women. So well done, Arsenal ladies. Beating the favourites, to be fair, Chelsea. So well done, Arsenal ladies.
Well done. I've been actually watching a lot more Women's Super League.
So
I have actually watched a lot more. It is. If I don't get to watch the actual live games, like, I shouldn't really say this, but when I get to work, I go on YouTube and I just like watch all the highlights and everything back.
Disgraceful.
What?
That's what you do when you get paid for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Liverpool will take a draw today. We need to push, maybe bring on AWB if we score. I'll let you answer that one because obviously it's your team, not mine.
Yeah. Aaron Wan-Bissaka would be more defensively sound, I believe. But I think we might need to bring him on even if it's still 0-0. Just because he offers us a little bit of something different. I mean, I like Dalot. Dalot can whip crosses in, he can get involved a lot more. But I think Wan-Bissaka is a lot faster than what Dalot is. And I think that might help us a little bit as well.
Moss saying here, Borshan is the highly touted. Ask anyone knows Serbian football. He legend, has been awesome in Champions League for Red Star Belgrade. Yeah, you really haven't helped yourself there, mate. Yeah, so basically Canada need a good goalkeeper because they've got good talent on the pitch, but you kind of need a good, decent goalkeeper.
I'll tell you what, I'll become Canadian, and you can have me.
I don't know what just happened there. I'm gonna have to repeat this. I just saw Allison just standing there with the ball just rolling past him. I don't know what was going on there.
Probably an offside or something.
No, they continued playing. So I don't know what was going on.
I don't know. I'm not there yet, so.
We always have. Yes, I know you always have goalkeepers, but you just don't have like the ones that. Oh, I hate this asking for a yellow. Stop it. Barcelona barely beating Valencia in the relegation zone. The cracks are forming. They have got one heck of a buffer, though, to be fair, between them.
But, like, Moss, mate, like that comment where you say we always have keepers, no worries at all. Yeah, no worries. Everybody has a keeper. It doesn't mean they're any good.
Yeah.
With
the way that... Oh, sorry, carry on.
There's a team somewhere, I think in the Brazilian 16th tier, that have never won a game in their life. They've got a keeper. Doesn't mean he's any good.
See, the way that Canada played, Moss, because you're very attacking as well. You do play really good football. You know I love some of your players. Not so much Jonathan David. But the way that you attack and tack, you need a good goalkeeper because he is going to be tested. Because people are going to do you on the counter-attack. So you need a good goalkeeper that you can rely on. So for me, that's where your issue may be. I think your centre-backs aren't the greatest either. Oh, who's got a yellow card there? Fabinho or Trent?
You want it to be Trent, don't you?
Maybe. I think it's Fabinho, though. Yeah, it's Fabinho. No, didn't even touch him. For me, didn't even touch him then.
Darwin Núñez ain't that quick. Right, slapped me in the face.
Bourgeon worth around £1 million, 35 years old. That's not great, in my opinion. No. Centre backs and goalkeeper for you, Moss. You need to improve on that. Then you've got Alfonso Davies. You've got the amazing. I can't think of his name. Begins with an E. Portuguese kid in midfield. He's really good. You've got Buchanan. You've got some really good. Oh, it's goal! Oh, flags up. Oh, I was about to prove the goal thing then. It is offside. They're not moaning about it either, so they know it's off. Yeah, way off as well. It's not even close.
I ain't seen that. So.
Right, I know Moss is going to have a go at the FA in a minute. Borjan Superkeeper, but yeah, it won't be there next World Cup. It will be LA's Le Crepeau or Dane St. Clair from Mini. Southgate doesn't steal on West Tamari. It's a bigger thing than that, mate. Unfortunately, offside. Yeah, it's worth more, and he's 10 years younger, but still not. Yeah, exactly. That's what national squad. You just need 11 good players. If you've got one, well, in Canada, I think you've got 2 weak links, centre back and goalkeeper. And it proved it at the World Cup last year. You know, you just couldn't defend. Oh, here's Gakpo. Now it is a goal. And that is going to stand. That is a goal.
FA supporting Liverpool in this game. I see. Bobby, get on the phone. Come on. It's very media biased towards Liverpool. It's very clear to see that.
There we go. I'll see when Colm sees this goal. It's a good finish by Gakpo, to be fair. How is Moss ahead of you?
I don't really know. That was rubbish. He's run off celebrating like he's just scored the winner at World Cup final. Useless twat. Honestly. Score past Man United. Mate, you're still not getting Champions League football. Your team that you play for is still a bag of trash. Don't you worry. What's Nunes doing?
Right.
VAR will review.
There's no need to.
Yeah,
it's carried on as well. It's playing on. You've seen it, yeah. Alistair Johnson's very good at Celtic. I was very impressed with him. Gakpo, Dutch talent always comes through. Matt Scrappo, not 2 packs.
I've just realised I've got Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, no. I don't like the fact that they do this non-biased. Or Weghorst shot over. Offside there.
That's his signature trick. No, it's not. I can't stand Jamie Carragher. He's such a knob. Pardon my French, but he is.
I tell you what annoys me about him the most, and a lot of people forget about this. When he was a kid, he was an Everton fan.
Yeah, no, he's devout Liverpool.
Yeah, that sits wrong with me.
I want to see the replay.
I feel that if you support a club as a kid, you should support them all your life. I don't care if you've played for a different team. That's absolutely fine. That's your job. Play for whoever.
See, I want to see the replay. They've shown the offside, yeah, for this little attack United did, that Weghorst blasted off at bar. Where's the VAR replay for the goal?
Oh, that was onside there, mate.
They were saying, the commentators were saying this will go to VAR, but we haven't seen VAR.
Okay.
So why have we not seen VAR for it?
True, but that was onside for me.
Can't spell Liverpool without VAR. I mean, you can, because there's no A in Liverpool.
Oh, dear.
need this half-time, so I'm getting wound up now.
You need the what, mate?
I said I need this half-time break because I'm gonna like kill somebody or something. I'm gonna get on phone to Eric Ten Hag and sort him out.
Well, that is half time for me. Probably not for Cole. Probably about 5 minutes or something. First half has finished. Is Liverpool 1, Man United 0. I'd say Liverpool have just about edged that game, that first half, but Man United have definitely had their opportunities. Gakpo with a 43rd minute goal, celebrated like it was the World Cup win, as Cole said. But maybe it's just because Liverpool are just in really bad times at the moment, celebrating anything.
I don't understand what Darwin Núñez were doing either when he was celebrating with Gakpo, like pointing at his head and pointing at his bun or something. It's like, what? what are you on about?
But it is half time. Does Cole need a break?
Yes, Cole needs a break. Cole's going to go break somewhere.
All right, guys, we're going to have a quick video up whilst we have a break. I will put it on loop so it gives us time to chill out. Whoa. We'll be back very shortly to talk about the stats, and we'll briefly go over yesterday's games as well and the one that's happened already today. But, guys, we'll be back very, very shortly once I can find the video. There we go.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. Once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip like wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time
Okay, so I'm back. We'll wait for Colm. Colm can jump in whenever you're ready. Let's go through the stats of the first half. Obviously, is 1-0 to Liverpool. Gakpo with the goal for you FPL nuts. Robertson with the assist. Possession-wise, it's been 59% possession for Liverpool, 40 for Man United, 1 shot on target for Liverpool, 3 for Man United, 8 shots for Liverpool, 4 for Man United. Touches 348 for Liverpool, 271 for United. Passes 242 for Liverpool, 159 for United. Corners 2 each. 1 yellow card, I believe that was for Fabinho. I'd say Liverpool just about edged that first half. Colm can tell me different if he feels that's slightly wrong, but I think Liverpool have just about edged it. Nothing more. I think Liverpool had a couple of good chances. United have definitely had some good chances too. Let's get into the other games that have happened this weekend. We'll start with Manchester City 2, Newcastle 0. Foden and Bernardo Silva with the goals. Rodri and Haaland with the assists. Then we've got Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth taking a 2-0 lead. And then Arsenal came back and won it in the 97th minute. Partey, White, Nelson with the goals. Smith-Rowe and Nelson with the assists. Billing and Senesi with the goals for Bournemouth. And Rothwell with the assist. Then it was Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 0. Anderson with the own goal for Aston Villa. And the Corey got a red card for Crystal Palace. Brighton and Hove Albion 4. West Ham 0. McAllister, Feltman, Matoma, Welbeck with the goals for Brighton. McAllister, Gross, and Buonanotte, I think his name is, with the assists. Chelsea 1, Leeds 0. Fofana with the goal there. Chilwell with the assist. Then in my hometown, Wolves 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Adama, I never score. Traore scored, amazingly. Last night it was Southampton 1, Leicester 0. Alcaraz with the goal and Che Adams with the assist. And in the 2 o'clock kickoff that's happened today, Nottingham Forest 2, Everton 2. Brennan Johnson with 2 goals, Ryan Yates with 1 assist, and Damari Gray and Decore with the goals for Everton, and Michael Keane with an assist there. So those were the games in the FPL. Colm is back. Let's quickly get into some comments that we missed whilst we're having a little bit of a break. Trust me, Colm, these VAR and lines are random. Ask any.
I've seen the replay. He's miles on side. I have seen the replay now.
Yeah. I did say, even from the naked eye, it looked onside. I didn't need any lines for that one, to be honest. But I'm not going to get into who's unfair for the VAR and all that stuff, because I think it happens for everybody. Let's be honest. The officials just need better education.
Everybody gets done over eventually, don't they? You know, we've
Exactly.
seen it all season.
I am not one of those Arsenal fans to go, "Oh, VAR is anti-Arsenal." It's not. It's anti-everybody. I'm sure Howard in the summer break will have a good chat with all these officials and get them on board and educate them a little bit. Sancho on for Voot, switch around the formation, workhorse isn't good enough now. Yeah, he just seems a bit odd today, to be honest. Moss is asking when Marshall ever back, or he's asking Pax that.
April.
Yeah, Paxton saying he should be back relatively soon since only a hip problem. Reckons maybe just a week.
No. Ten Hag's already come out and said he's putting him on extended recovery time, so it's going to be around April. He reckons anyway.
Okay. Most people know the situation. They want Sancho and AWB on for Voot, Workhorse, and Dello. So that's what Paxton thinks. Colm, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, there's got to be some changes. I think Dallo does need to come off for Wan-Bissaka. I think that'll solidify us a little bit more defensively, which I think is really weird to say because Wan-Bissaka has had a turnaround, this season. When you used to think, oh God, we've only got Wan-Bissaka on bench at the beginning of the season. Weghorst, he looks tired. Weghorst looks tired. He needs to come off for a Sancho or somebody. The one sub I think needs to be made as well is maybe not at half time, but I don't know, about 60th minute. Let's bring on young star boy Garnacho. Give him something to worry about a little bit different.
Yeah. Paxton saying here, I wonder if ETH still wants to replace him at AWB. There was a lot of talk of him leaving in January, wasn't there, AWB? Do you think he's ETH's style of player? Do you think he's slightly not the right type of player?
I don't think he is the right type of player for Ten Hag. Ten Hag likes his fullbacks to get forward and cross the balls in and stuff. We've seen it at Ajax how they played. Yeah. He hasn't really got somebody that just wants to sit and defend.
Yeah. See, AWB obviously at Crystal Palace was doing that stuff, but I haven't really seen him do it at United once, which is a bit weird. I find it very weird that players seem to change the way that they play when they sign for a new club. I find it really odd.
Well, it's not even just that. You got to think at Palace. He had a coach. Somebody that worked with him on the training pitch. When he came to United, we didn't have that.
No.
Jose Mourinho doesn't coach players. He brings in finished articles already. Then you got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who obviously he's not a coach either. He openly said he doesn't coach the players. Yeah. And then we had Ralph Rangnick as well, who's not a coach. He's somebody that goes into the boardroom and sorts everything out. And that's what he does. So now he's got a coach, and we're seeing Anwar Wan-Bissaka getting better and better each game, which is fantastic. But I just don't think he will be the right guy to go forward.
Mm-hmm. Paxton agreeing you here that Garnacho will definitely have a big impact. And then ETH said he was interested with the likes of Dumfries in the summer. I don't rate Dumfries that highly, to be fair.
No, neither do I. I would have minded a certain somebody before, more allegations have come out. I'm not going to mention, obviously, the player or anything, but I wouldn't have minded that certain somebody because he is decent, but with what's going off, I don't want him anywhere near the club.
Yeah. Yep. Obviously, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, the two commentators. I don't agree with this.
No. They need unbiased people in the commentary.
Yeah. I love Ali. When Ali does commentating, it's brilliant. I just don't like these two.
No. I mean, obviously, they're both going to be very passionate about their clubs.
Yeah.
And fair enough. You're going to be passionate, even though one of them's an Everton fan. But you don't need that kind of thing in a game like this over the TV. You really don't.
Not for me. Big up to Ed. Ed Sports Wolves. He had a good win yesterday. Lovely finish, but for me, Varane has some questions to answer. Colm, I'll leave that one up to you.
Yeah, just got caught. Switched off for a second, didn't he, and got caught. That's exactly what happened there. But I don't think it's entirely his fault. We all know Gakpo is a very quick player. We've seen he is quite a quick player. Varane shouldn't have to be coming over to cover Dalot, because that's where it's come from. It's come from Dalot's position. Dalot should have dealt with it to begin with, and then Varane's the cover if necessary. So it's a 50-50 blame for me for Varane and Dalot.
There you go then. No changes at halftime. I'm sure probably might see one around the 60th minute. But Liverpool will be kicking off from left to right. Varane would have to do a lot wrong for anyone to switch on him. Ed Maguire makes costly mistakes every game. Yes, very true. Do you see Maguire leaving in the summer?
I see him definitely leaving, because I'm going to go to Old Trafford in a van. I'm going to stick him in the van and go and sell him on a car boot.
Okay, now a serious question. Do you see him leaving in the summer?
I think he has to. For his own career, I think he needs to.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get
see where he's could go, though?
You know what? I know I've joked about it a lot. Me and Rebel wind him up a lot about it. But
Villa.
I think a Villa... No, honestly, I do. I think a Villa would do well for him. I think it'd be a good club for him. Because the style that they play, Maguire does very, very well when he's got a lot of cover around him.
Yeah.
And Villa tend to play that kind of style.
Do you think he's going to be too arrogant to say that's too much of a drop for him, though?
It's still Premier League.
You think he should just be fortunate to still play in the Premier League?
He should be fortunate he's even got a career, let alone play in Premier League. For me, honestly, my opinion of him is he's a top half-table championship player at most.
Yeah. I'm just wondering whether or not he'd want to go to maybe Newcastle.
So if Newcastle want to go and waste money on a defender that's not as good as who they've got, by all means.
Oh, Elliot here. Oh, it's a goal, mate. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
And
Stop
it is. And it's the person you are not going to be happy to see score a goal. I forgot I left loop on. That could have gone on for ages. Oh, I better take loop off because that could be a nightmare. Right, let's change the score. But it is Colm's favourite player, Andy Carroll.
Andy Carroll.
I've got to make sure I don't spell it as Carroll now. Right. Oh, I've been just typing Carroll. Oh, Colm, what are you doing to me? Right, dude.
He's like, I mean, Liverpool fans, you must be an absolute wonderland being able to score past a team that's playing every 3 games and are absolutely knackered. When you've had that nice break because you've been knocked out of the cup games and everything like that, and you sat there going, "Oh, we've got a rough games here." Imagine playing 3 games a week, 3 games a week with the same team every single week.
Colm's having a little mini rant there.
Really?
He should go back to Leicester. They have money troubles. Offload him for 20 million. We're trying to think. Did Man United play in the week? They didn't, did they?
We played midweek.
Did you?
We played Sunday, then we played Wednesday, and then we're playing again today.
Who did you play Wednesday? Oh, you played FA Cup, didn't you? That's
FA Cup, yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Wolves. Trying to think who United were playing. Yes, but you played.
We've literally played 3 games in a week for the past 2 months.
Yeah, true.
With the same starting 11 that's on the pitch today.
Ed saying here, I rate him. I just think he gave too much space inside in this instance. Varane is a quality centre back. It's just for this goal. Yeah. Darwin noodling it in. Our squad depth is horrible. I think a lot of clubs can say that, though, to be fair, apart from City.
Yeah, but a lot of different teams don't turn around to the bench, and the best option is an 18-year-old teenager.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But I think if United do lose this, I think that might take you out of the challenge for me.
We're not in a title race anyway. We were never in a title race.
I think this was a must-win for you. I think every game was a must-win for you.
But yeah, honestly, right, I just wanted Liverpool to get beat in this one to shut Jamie Carragher up because of his comment of Liverpool are going to do a late charge and get in title race. It's like, shut up, you muppet.
That's not going to
We're
happen.
never going to do that.
That's not going to happen. There's no way that can happen.
They were adamant it were going to happen. They were proper adamant. It's like, shut up, you muppet. You clearly haven't got a clue what you're talking about when it comes to punditry.
Yeah, here comes Bruno, though. There is plenty of time in this game, though, because we're only on 50 minutes now, so there's still plenty of time. But United cannot lose their heads, which Anthony, to be fair, nearly did. But here's Salah. Here's Gakpo. Oh, God. Sorry, mate.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
It's what happens, though. It's what happens, though. Like I said, we've played 3 games a week with the same squad. It was eventually going to come and bite us in the arse. I've been saying it for months.
Yeah.
And now it's just biting us in the arse. But let's face it, Liverpool, you ain't winning fuck all this season. Even if you beat United 3-0, you're not winning a thing because you're terrible.
Yeah, they'll be out of the Champions League soon enough.
You bottled a 2-goal lead to Real Madrid, who absolutely destroyed you. You couldn't get to the Carabao Cup final, which is a Mickey Mouse trophy, even though you all went crazy when you won it.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute muppets.
And I can't remember what show I did it on. Talked about
The
that.
only thing that would make this better is if United win.
I think I spoke.
If United come back and win this 4-3,
yeah,
it's not a cup hangover. It's not a cup hangover.
Nah,
it's basically the team's knackered. That's what it is.
I'll tell you what Gakpo's been doing for me, though, proving that I don't believe he's a winger. I believe he's a striker. I think
Gakpo's always been a striker.
Yeah, but everyone thinks, oh, he's a great winger. He's not a great winger. He's a very good striker. He is possibly, got the quality to be like similar to Henry. I'm not going to say he's going to be like Henry, but similar. He's got a beautiful
Gakpo is a striker. But Gakpo's gone to the wrong club.
Yes, he has. He truly, truly has. I would have loved to see him at Arsenal because he would have given us a great option. And for the money as well.
Wow.
It must be, yeah, true. He did play well in the week against West. Well, second half he played well. Why is Robertson holding his face? He didn't get hit.
It's because he's a little puff.
Let's do that.
Like I'm saying, it's because the players are tired. We're playing every 3 days.
Yeah.
And we haven't got any squad to rotate. Even against West Ham in midweek, we had to bring on our main players.
Yeah. Moyes. I'm guessing he's probably having a little go there. That it was West Ham. But West Ham have got the quality. They're just not performing for some bizarre reason. Liverpool getting Europa League at best, and they'll miss. Yes, I said this to you the other day, didn't I, Colin, about Bellingham?
Yeah.
Bellingham will not go to Liverpool if they have not got European football. Why would he? He just wouldn't. I do believe he wants to come back to the UK. So there are other clubs that will probably talk to him. And we all can guess.
How has Anthony been booked for that? Seriously, that's a joke.
I think it might be a combination of his. I think it might be a combination of his little niggles that he's been having.
Yeah, but there's been niggles all over the pitch from both teams.
Yeah.
The referee's bottled it. He's at Anfield. He's got all the fans shouting at him, and he's gone, "Oh, I'm sorry. There you go."
Well, I'll be honest. It's not a 3-0 game. United haven't been that bad to be losing 3-0.
Anthony needs to come off. I like Anthony, but he needs to come off. He needs to stop trying doing all these little flicks and tricks he's doing.
Oh, Alisson's just given the ball away there. But my word, Liverpool are lucky there. Oh, they're asking for a penalty here. I'll have to... Because you'll be able to see it firsthand, see what you see. And then I'll see if there's a replay in a minute.
You'll get a replay before I do.
I'm trying to hear if VAR are looking at it. I don't think they are.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, here we go. We're going to see the replay now. Alisson, awful with his feet once again. If he clips, I don't know who it is.
It's
If
Bruno.
he clips Bruno there,
It looks like Bruno goes over without any kind of contact, but if he does touch him, then it's got to be a penalty.
Yeah. Oh, Rashford. Oh, Alisson's slipped over again there, but this time gathers the ball. Alisson's having a little bit of a mare at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. Book him then, ref.
Weghorst still on the pitch. Yeah, to be fair, I've not even seen Weghorst in the first 10 minutes of this second half. I forgot he's even on the pitch.
He touches him, you know. I think he actually does touch him. It might be his head that does it. Yeah, it is.
Well, that's still a touch, though.
It's still a touch, though. Technically, it should have been a penalty.
Oh, you are kidding me. Right. One you're going to be happy with, Garnacho, but the other one, not so much.
I swear that if he's bringing on Harry, I'm freaking slabbing him.
No, it's not him.
Good.
McTominay.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Let's see. I knew you wouldn't be happy with that one.
Who's he bringing McTominay on for?
No idea, mate. Here's Gakpo. Still Gakpo. Oh, my word, it could have been 4. How did someone not just get the ball off Gakpo there? Okay, United right now are looking really, really bad defensively.
I thought Malacia were getting ready as well in the background.
I can only see 2 as far as them. There might be a third, but I'm not. To be honest,
I think he was just moving his coat.
Yeah, because Carragher's talking, I'm not really listening to it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have no time for him. I'm just mainly listening to see if there is VAR and stuff mentioned. I think there's a corner for Liverpool here. I think there will be the changes now. Let's see McTominay first. He might be good. When that happens, when he types in face red drop, I don't know what that means. I don't know how it appears on YouTube, so I don't know what that actually means.
No idea.
Let's see if I can. It's a big red ghost faced. I've just looked on YouTube. That makes no sense to me. Pax, I don't know all these emoji things. I don't do emojis. They're not making a change yet. I'm going to guess that they'll make it at the next interval. Still don't think that this is a 3-0 game, to be honest. Oh my God, it was nearly 4. Jesus. Okay, maybe how bad United are defending. Yeah. I can't believe how bad they're defending, though. It's shocking. Especially when we were saying earlier about Varane Martinez being there. And I've said that the only thing that I think defensively you're a little bit dodgy. And you're saying Varane and Martinez, you seem to be way better. But Weghorst and Fred are coming off.
Okay, so he's gone for a more physical centre mid than Fred, but he bloody hides all the time.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So there are the changes. Fred Weghorst is off. McTominay and Garnacho are on.
I just can't wait for Twitter after this game because we're going to see all these Liverpool fans that have been gone and AWOL for the past 6 months to like randomly reappear.
Yeah, I know.
And they still ain't going to get a trophy this season.
Well, I'm just reading some comments that are coming through like all our WhatsApp groups, and they're saying, "Oh, this reminds us of Liverpool in their prime." I'm like, this is not a fantastic Liverpool.
This is just very poor United.
It's, yeah, sorry, I know you're a United fan, but defensively, United are absolutely shocking.
This is very poor United.
Yeah, this is not a dominant Liverpool side. This Liverpool team does not scare me still. McTominay's doing. Currently, not much.
Yeah, he doesn't do much when he's on.
Yeah.
He might as well sit on bench when we play with 10 men.
Who else did you have on the bench?
We haven't really got many options on the bench. We've got Sancho on bench, I think. Which I'm surprised.
See, I would
He's
have brought
brought
on Sancho and Garnacho, to be honest.
This is what I mean. I'm surprised
Take
he
the
brought
risk.
on Garnacho before
Oh, Sancho,
Sancho.
yeah. Mm. Trying to work out who Liverpool got next in the fixtures, because I could see him losing the next game. Let's have a look. They have got Bournemouth away next Saturday.
But it won't matter because they'll be thinking that they've just won the World Cup or something after this game because they've beat Man United.
But the next interesting game for Liverpool for me is probably April the 1st. They're playing Man City.
Oh, Man City will absolutely destroy them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I forgot about Sabitzer.
If they get a good display there, then, maybe they might be back. But no, I can't see it personally. Because obviously we all know that the end of March we've got a international break, so we can all be bored with international football once again.
Oh, Gio referee. Booking Martinez. Nobody can bloody tackle at Anfield. You get yellow carded for it. It's ridiculous.
So the thing is, I can see us this happening to us, to be honest, when we go up there. Just lose our heads. I think that might be what you might have just lost your heads a bit today. Tiredness, because we'll be playing every 3 games as well, because obviously we're in Europa, just like you are.
But this is what I mean. Like, this is what you got to think. The World Cup's obviously had an effect in the season because players haven't stopped playing football. So if you've been knocked out of cups and stuff, you get that little bit of an extra rest. Whereas teams that are competing, like United, were competing for 4 trophies technically. Let's say, we're out. We've managed to get one of them, but we're still competing for 3. Like yourselves, your guys. You've got Europa League and Premiership, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's a lot of games, and
Yes.
if you've got a very small squad, it's going to affect you eventually. We're always going to do it.
Yeah, Arsenal got like 15, 16 players to rotate. Obviously, Trossard got injured yesterday. We don't know the extent of that yet. Jesus should be back in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. But yeah, Paxton here saying about Sabitzer. I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's on bench.
He would have been a better option than McTominay for me.
I think they're wanting. He's put McTominay on for height, hasn't he? Really, that's what he's done.
Yeah. But the position that McTominay seems to be playing that I've seen so far is Sabitzer would have been better there. Here comes Gakpo. This is not a scary looking Liverpool.
But Paxton, mate, that comment there about the international break, 90% of our teams are going to go on the international break.
Yeah.
So we're still going to struggle. And then we've got the likes of Garnacho, who has actually been called up now to the Argentinian squad.
I see.
Yeah, he's been called up to Argentinian squad. So players that would have had a rest normally, like Garnacho and, players like that, are going to play international football on the international break.
Yeah.
So it's not going to help us.
No, not really. Is it just friendlies or is it qualifiers? I don't even know what it is.
I don't know. I don't really watch international football.
I'll have a quick look, so I'll be able to find out quick enough. I think there's a yellow card here for McTominay. For a bad tackle for Gakpo. I don't know how bad it was, but the Liverpool fans seem Liverpool players seem very. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh yeah, it ain't a nice tackle, to be fair. Yeah, he is lucky. Yeah, I'll agree with him there.
Yeah, but I just realised that McTominay's middle name is Francis. Scott Francis McTominay.
Lovely. Let's see if I can find out who England are playing. Dun, 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 dun. Fixtures.
He's lucky not to be given a red there.
Oh, it's Euro 2024 qualifying.
Oh, well, there you go.
We're playing Italy away and then Ukraine at home. So
As
that
far as I'm
means
concerned,
no one's going to be rested, are they? Rashford's not going to be rested because he'll be in the England squad. Saka will be in the England squad. So no one's having a rest in that. They're not going to be rotating the team and trying new things. That's proper internationals.
This international break, honestly, we could be playing like Kazakhstan or, you know, I don't know, some really small.
Oh, it's 4.
Yeah, break. I'll give up caring.
Sorry, mate, but that's quite a good finish by Salah. Jeez. Wow. You want to try your white shirt? Oh, you have actually got your white shirt.
I put it on.
It's actually it's
a curse today.
It's a curse today, yeah. Oh my word. That's bad for defending again by United though. Sorry. You may because how Salah is literally in the middle of 2 defenders and have all that time with the ball.
What? I mean, Salah thinks he's God's gift to football. Salah is like the most overrated 30-odd-year-old I've ever seen in my life. He's terrible. But I did say at the beginning, teams turn up against Man United.
Yeah.
Next week they'll go to Bournemouth and get slapped.
Yeah. Paxton, we're playing Ukraine at home. We're playing them at Wembley. We're playing Italy away at the Maradona Stadium. So yeah. But I think if Ukraine are home, aren't they playing in Poland, their home games?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I knew someone would probably have Salah in their FPL.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
have you?
I would have scored that.
Okay, I thought you were going to take. You said you got Salah in your FPL team.
No. I ain't got any Liverpool scum in my team. But I would have buried that. I could have scored that. He had the freedom of Liverpool there. Nobody were even close to him.
This is so bad defensively. Oh, Shaw could get a red card for this. Their heads are gone. Mate, what the
You know what'll happen, don't you? You know what's going to happen? Like,
go on, mate. So I'm just seeing who's going to be spoken to it because he's going to have to get a red for me. Andy Madley's calling him over.
Gary Neville, what you want? What is Gary Neville on about? So much experience out there, but they're playing like schoolboys.
Oh, he's just having a chat with him. Okay.
Martinez, who's its first season. Casemiro, first season. Varane, first season. What's he actually talking about?
He gets away with no card here. Okay, it wasn't a proper kick. It looked like a proper kick from the first angle I had.
We don't do very well at Anfield.
See, I don't know because obviously you've seen my previews now. I always look into it, but I don't look into it for you. Or maybe I should start doing it because I do find it fascinating that it does seem to continuously happen. Form does seem to. It's just bogey teams, isn't there? Bogey places for certain teams. It just happens. I remember someone saying in the WhatsApp group this week that United don't do very well at Anfield, and I was like, really? That surprised me, to be honest. I think Bruno's going to get a yellow if he keeps talking like this.
Give them all a yellow. They should all be given yellows.
Well, it is a handball by Canate, but I don't know what he's meant to do about it. His arm's down because unless he wants to lay on the pitch, his arm's there to keep him up.
So last time we played Liverpool, we lost 4-0 at Anfield.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Time before that, we drew 0-0. Time before that, we lost 2-0. Time before that, we lost 3-1. 0-0. Lost 2-0.
Wow, that's really bad.
Yeah, we're terrible. We're terrible at Anfield.
I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. Only because I've seen United play a lot this season. I think they've been good, but this has been the worst performance I've seen from United. Rashford's hardly done anything really. Do you think Ten Hag might have got it wrong today?
It's really hard to criticise Ten Hag because he doesn't seem to get anything wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know because the team he's put out is probably his strongest team.
What, even Weghorst though?
Well, we haven't got a striker.
Yeah, but he hasn't really been playing striker for me, from what I've seen when he was on the first half. He was playing like a 10.
Yeah, but we haven't got anybody else that can play that 10.
True. Sabitzer good.
Yeah, but he likes to play Sabitzer next to Casemiro, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And this is what I mean. It shows how much depth United don't actually have when, we've brought on Garnacho, who, is a fantastic player. But when he's the person we have to look at and be like, can you come on and change this game for us? It shows that we're lacking massively.
Yeah. Perhaps to saying Brentford and Brighton weren't great. Is that the performance?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've watched those. Just the ones that I've seen, Pax, the ones that I've actually did the watch-alongs for. Most of the other games I watch extended highlights of them. Oh, here comes Rashford. That could be a penalty if... Oh, the flag's up. So it doesn't really matter if you did foul him.
I tell you, Liverpool, Liverpool.
Oh, he is clearly offside. Not even slightly close.
Oh, dear me. You can't win every game. You got to take some losses. We're just doing a bit of charity. Marcus Rashford likes feeding kids, We're just feeding Liverpool some confidence and some points. That's all we're doing.
He didn't make the best choices for subs today. Took off Voot against Barcelona when it wasn't working. But ultimately, we don't have much choice of depth. It's also shambolic. Here's Rashford. And it's just hit the post and goes out for a goal kick.
Tell me it's not your day. Tell me it's not your day.
Yeah. I don't think Liverpool have been great. They haven't been as good as what they have been. Sabitzer is coming on and Malacia is coming on now.
But this is what I said this at the beginning as well, didn't I? It all depends on what United turn up.
Yeah, this has been a bad United, to be fair.
This United the performance is the beginning of the season United.
Yeah.
100%.
Just waiting to see who else is coming off. I think Shaw's definitely coming off. Oh, well done, De Gea. Stopping it from going to 5.
Why in the 73rd minute bring on Sabitzer and Malacia?
I think taking Shaw off just to make sure you don't get a red card.
I understand that. I understand the Malacia, but Sabitzer's not going to change this game.
No, I'm going to guess Bruno might come off. I take Bruno off just to make sure he doesn't get a red card as well, to be honest.
He might take Casemiro off.
Could do. Let's have a look. Just waiting to see at the moment still.
But, you know, Ten Hag's not going to let United, the United players is not going to be happy with this, and they will be severely punished for this.
Yeah. And you've got Real Betis in the week, haven't you, on Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the away game. Have you ever seen the Real Betis entertainment show before the game? Oh
No.
my God. Not even going to say it, mate. I'm sorry.
Is it only 5? Liverpool, you're rubbish. You've only scored 5. What's wrong with you?
Jeez. And it's Nunes as well, just to make it a little bit more painful for you.
Nah, don't bother me. I give up caring at 3-0.
Oh, dear. Part of me wants to quickly go over to the agenda and see how Rebel and Amondi are doing.
That came from that free kick. That was never a free kick, I see.
Oh, jeez. Actually, did Nunes get it?
Yeah, he did. He flicked it on with the back of his head.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was Casemiro, though. Wow, this is... Ross is now getting involved. Just seen it in the football lounge. Ross is now piping up after a 1-0 win against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I think Ross should just stay quiet until there's any involvement in any cups or league titles. Oh, sure. What are you doing, man? Oh, jeez. They need to make this substitution quick. Liverpool are going to make 4 substitutions. Casemiro has gone off. Shaw has stayed on, actually. So who else came off? Because Shaw stood on there. Trying to work out who else come off now.
This is Liverpool's biggest thing. This is like winning a trophy for Liverpool.
Yeah, can you see who's come off?
No. I'm still seeing replays of Darwin Nunes as a little header.
I'll see if I can quickly go. I missed it because I saw the goals. Why is he not telling me?
Casemiro off. Martinez off.
Oh, Martinez. Okay, thank you. So I couldn't see it.
Go on, go get a 6th.
Martinez. Sabitzer is on. Malacia. Oh. It's just types at the wrong time. Malacia is on. And that was like probably 7th minute, probably. Now Liverpool making 4 changes. Henderson is one of them coming off. Nunes is another. Bajetic is one coming on. Gakpo is going off. Firmino, Milner's coming on.
You know what?
Jota's
I
on.
hope Bobby Firmino and Jota score.
Firmino is obviously being announced that he's leaving at the end of the season as well.
Oh,
Be interesting where he goes.
United. I know it's never going to happen, but Firmino at United, I think would be good. I like Firmino.
Yeah. Right, so this is a lot. I'll try my best to remember all the ones that have just come on. Bajetic. Firmino. Who's the 4th one?
Milner.
Yeah, I got Milner, which is the 4th one. I can't remember the Jota. Got him in the end. Right, so loads coming on. So there we go. They are the Liverpool subs. Whew. But yeah, I was not expecting this as a scoreline at all.
Trust me, I'm holding in all my rage. Because if I let it out, we're getting banned as a channel.
Oh, even the thing is, I know Rebel's doing a watch along now, so I don't know what he shared, but I know he's on a watch along. So what has he shared? He's just sharing that he's doing a watch along. But it's I think that's what he should. He's just showing that he's on a watch along.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on our sister channel today, the Man United Agenda, which obviously at the United channel. This is poor. Man United have had chances. Don't get me wrong. And it could be different at half time if they put some chances away. But defensively, United have been woeful. Here's Harvey Elliott. Oh, Salah.
Go on, Salah, make it 6. Might as well.
No.
Ross, mate, go 4 for multiply.
We got to Ross.
No, they'll be really Ross.
So Shaw is now centre back, obviously. Malacia is now left back. I think it's very risky still having Shaw on there, to be honest. But there we go. You could do without any red cards.
It don't matter.
Harvey Elliott with a shot. Well saved by De Gea. I don't think anything can be put down to De Gea's fault either today.
Wow.
Just defensively, I think you've just been really poor.
You're as a goalkeeper, you are as only I can't even speak. You're as good as the defense that's in front of you.
Yeah. Correct.
I mean, like I said, Liverpool will probably go to Bournemouth next week and get absolutely turned over. They've literally only turned up because it's Man United at Anfield. They're not that good. They're not going to get top 4 football. You're not going to win a trophy this season. You're going to get absolutely humiliated at in Spain.
Bernabeu, yeah.
At the Bernabeu.
Yeah, this is not a big...
Bruno, what are you doing? Do not put a tackle in and then start walking backwards when he skips past you. You muppet. Sorry. I hate it. I hate it when people do that.
I understand your... Oh, crap.
5, 6. Isn't it?
The fact that I even swore shows how much I'm shocked.
6.
I don't swear. That honestly, mate, this is wow.
The United players don't care. The amount of players I'm watching now walk.
I feel sorry for De Gea today.
The amount of players that are walking.
I think this
Rashford.
could destroy your season.
I hope it does.
I think it will.
I hope it, honestly.
And to be honest, I hope
destroys it.
And I know I don't like talking about this on stream, but I hope this wakes up the Glazers and just sell the club, just get out of it.
This is why I'm hoping it destroys it, because the Glazers will not stay in charge if there's no European football.
Yeah.
So I hope this absolutely destroys Man United's season. United finished 19th.
Oh, hang on. There's a possible offside. Oh, jeez. He could be offside. The foot of Firmino looks like he could be offside. So it could be just 5.
And Mo Salah's getting booked for nothing.
It's complete. It stands. So it is 6. This has been a good game. Like I've done City games where they won 4-0 and they were just as boring as anything. It's been a good game, but United defensively have been awful. Salah has been booked. Are they making another change here?
Yeah, what's going to annoy me is, what's annoying me is,
so Elanga has come on.
No, what's the point of him coming on?
For Rashford.
What's the point of Elanga coming on? He couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo.
United sub. So Rashford is off. Elanga is on. Oh, hang on. There's also another Liverpool change as well. I'll be with that in a minute. Elliott is coming off, and it is Curtis Jones, I think. Yeah, Curtis Jones is on. Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, mate, you need to sort your fucking act out. Pardon my French to anybody that's watching, but you need to sort your act out and stop being so bloody petulant and walking when you know for a fact you should be sprinting and busting your arse off every single week. You are representing Manchester United. You are the captain of Manchester United. You should be busting your freaking arse off to get to any ball that's there, instead of walking like a petulant little kid.
We're doing the Premier League review on Monday.
We are, yeah, we are.
We are.
We are. It's a joke. He stood there whilst when Elanga came on. He stood there as if like, why haven't you took me off? Why have you took Rashford off? Like a little pathetic child. You're the captain of United. It's your fault. You're on the pitch. Yeah, you've got to rally your fucking players to sort it out. And what have you done? Threw your hands up in the air, done this to referee, moaned, whined, and done nothing. Put in a tackle and then walked instead of actually trying to get another tackle in. Pathetic. It's the only thing I hate.
As a neutral, I have to say United have been really poor. There's been no passion from any players for me today.
There hasn't at all. The most.
I'm not gonna blame De Gea for any of this because blame free for me.
The most passionate player on that pitch today for United has probably been Garnacho since he's come on.
Yeah. Oh, right. No, right. Me and Colm are in the same WhatsApp group, right? Someone has just put a message in, and personally, I think he shouldn't even be talking. He supports Tottenham, and he's now getting involved in this. They were quiet yesterday. They also cancelled a stream yesterday as well regarding the reaction to their game. He should be very, very quiet. And you know exactly what I want about Colm.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he needs to sit down and go back into his corner after that 1-0 loss against Wolves.
Yeah, that is worse than this for me still, because this is still Liverpool. Yes, it's not a great Liverpool, but they're still decent enough. But that's Wolves. Wolves can't even score. You let someone that can't score against you.
It's not even that. I'll tell you what they should do. They should go back to that trophy room and go dust it off for the millionth time. You know, go put plates or something in that trophy cabinet because you ain't winning nothing.
Mate, I'm not even.
Yeah. 7.
Bobby Firmino.
I don't mind. I like Bobby Firmino. I did say I wanted him to score.
I feel a little bit sick for you, to be honest, because if this is my team, I would be losing my mind.
I'm trying my best not to. Honestly, because if I do, then I'm going to get kicked off my own channel.
Yeah. We've had some heavy defeats, but we do tend to score some goals. There's a fan that's come on, and Klopp is absolutely furious. I don't know what's happened. Something's happened off regarding a player and a fan. Klopp is furious with the fan. Don't know what's happened. But yeah, Liverpool 7, Man United 0. Carragher's saying it could have been 8. United could have scored 2 or 3 in the first half, mate. So, that would have changed the whole complex of the game.
It looks like I think the fans injured somebody. I think that's why Klopp's fuming.
Oh, okay. I didn't see what happened. I just saw the fan being taken off.
Oh, fuck off. You know what? JB Carragher, please come and watch this. Come on the show, yeah, and explain to me why it could be 8. Because you, my friend, are a complete fucking muppet that hasn't got a clue what he's on about. You were a shit footballer and you're even worse pundit. Shut the fuck up.
I have to be big up to the Man United fans that are still there. Honestly, I would have gone. I probably would have gone at 6, probably 5 as well, to be honest.
I'm surprised I'm even still here.
Yeah.
I've only just got my PC back and I feel like smashing the fucker up.
Please don't, mate. This is just painful. 3 minutes of injury time.
This is the highlight of the season. This is the highlight of their season, this is all they're going to talk about now.
Yeah, you wait to see all of them on Twitter later. It's still going to be absolutely mayhem.
This is what I mean. This is all they're going to talk about. And do you know what? Actually, do you know something? I'm going to say something here. Yeah, okay, you've beat us 7-0 so far at your home ground in the first season for a lot of our players and in a rebuild, our first season rebuild. But guess what? We absolutely humiliated you when you came to Old Trafford because we were absolutely shit. We were in shit form and everything. And guess what? We still beat you. So shut up. Go sit back in your little council house estates and piss off. You ain't winning fuck all. Again, sorry. I'm frustrated and I'm angry.
No, mate. I guarantee anyone that's watching are going to totally understand your feelings, because if Moss was doing a stream about Arsenal and they're losing 7-0, I'm pretty sure Moss would be absolutely furious. Any fan would be.
Honestly, it's a joke. It's a complete joke.
These scorelines don't happen very often.
But I don't blame it. No, they don't. I don't blame Erik ten Hag, and I do kind of blame the players a little bit because they've been lazy. But the people to blame, and I hope any United fan that is still watching or will watch this, is the Glazers.
Yeah.
They're the people to blame. Do you know why they're the people to blame? Because they have give Erik ten Hag no money to work with in January, despite knowing he needed players to come in. He needed backup for players because the squad we have isn't good enough and isn't deep enough.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
And not only that, United fans, guess what? If Erik ten Hag was given the funds, guess who could have been on United's side? Gakpo. Who scored today? Gakpo.
Yeah.
I could say the same about Nunes as well. He will link with United. I'm glad we did Nunes because I don't like him. But yeah.
So you're at home against Betis, aren't you, this week, I think? Yeah. Only converted touchdowns, said the Glazers. There's a chance. Very good. But yeah, it has finished. Liverpool 7, Man United 0. You've got Gakpo with 2, Nunes with 2, Salah with 2. And for the one that we both actually agree on and we're happy for, Firmino got 1 in the week that he's announced that he's leaving Liverpool. I'm happy for him as well. I liked him at Hoffenheim, so I do like Firmino. But yeah, Colm, you got anything to say, mate? Or you happy for us to end the stream?
Honestly, I think, well done to Liverpool. It weren't a 7-0 game at all.
No.
You've got to be thankful to United's terrible defence today. And, the fact Paxton here says 11 games in 31 days. United fans knew that this were going to happen eventually. Everything was going to catch up on us and we were going to collapse. We've done very well to get to where we are. It's still the first season of Eric Ten Hag's rebuild. That's what this is. So, yes, we're going to get beat. Even if it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 nils, they're going to happen because the players are getting tired. So, well done to Liverpool. You've won your cup final against United. Congratulations there. But I think United players, especially the defence, need to have a look at themselves this week. Need to have a proper look at themselves.
Yeah. But guys, we are done. Thank you for everyone that's joined in. Obviously, horrible game for United. I don't say that Liverpool are back just because they beat Man United 7-0. That wasn't a great Liverpool performance. But United were just awful defensively. We'll see how they perform next week against Bournemouth before we decide if they're back or not.
To spank them 9-0.
It'd be hilarious, to be honest. But we will be back this week. Make sure you turn the notification bell on. I think Colm's back tomorrow night. Is that right, for the Premier League review?
Yes, tomorrow night.
Football Lounge should be returning on Tuesday. I will be back on here for a watch-along on Thursday for the Arsenal game against Sporting Lisbon. Next weekend, I'm doing Notts County versus Dorking Wanderers for National League. And then on the Sunday, I'm doing Fulham versus Arsenal. So I'll be back, but I'll also be back on the Armory, which is the other sister channel, for previews this week. So you'll see me around a lot. But for now, sorry, guys. Sorry, United. That was yeah. It's finished Liverpool 7, United 0. Speak to you later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Tell me.